Oh, it's just Jord.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another Little Nightmares Fairy type video. Today we are going to be discussing one of the many videos that Tarzia has put out on their Twitter page, Little Nightmares. Now if you didn't know, this page is the official Little Nightmares page, so if you haven't followed it yet, I do suggest you do, as they do put out some really interesting things to say the least. So, what are these videos? Well, in short, I theorise that these videos that Tarzia are making are there to keep the fan base active. But for what reason? The videos are often made up of employees of Tarzia being asked about a certain question, and they would give a response based on what they think of that particular subject. Note that all of these personal theories of the employer are each to their own. If my research is correct, the first type of video they did was titled A Day at Tarzia Studios, What Was the More in the Past? And I will link it below for all of you who would like to watch it yourself. Now, we will go through the video today, but if you want the full 100% entertainment, I suggest you hop over there and check it out on their official page. It's fine, we'll wait here. So you've watched it, that's great. So, what I want to do in this particular video is take every segment of this video and see if we can go a bit further with the statements that have been made by the employees. With this inside look towards the moor, we may be able to piece together something about the moor that we didn't already know. In other words, any information is key to our theories, but there is one gentleman in Tarzia that we really do need to listen to, and I will explain this a bit further, but for now, let's continue with the video. So, let's begin with the first employee. Now, shame on me because I cannot or figure out their names, but in all honesty, I think that may be a good thing, because you guys know how much I suck at trying to pronounce names. So the first employee is asked, was the moor different in the past? And they said,
I think it's kind of a physical manifestation of a child's nightmare.
Now, I do like that one, as it's a popular one amongst us all, as it backs up the whole nightmare theory again, and with the evidence that's already provided to us through countless theories before, and things that the community have picked up on, it is a strong one. Just to mention a few things that may back this up, the respawning in the game, and the beginning sequence of the game. In the actual game, when we respawn into obviously the level after dying or whatever, you wake up in the corner of said room, which indicates the whole waking up from a nightmare sort of refresh, and the dream sequence is pretty self-explanatory. I mean, straight away you're getting the fade in with the camera kind of tilting in the dream sense of the lady looking back, and then Six wakes up from her suitcase. So that's pretty self-explanatory. So after our first employee, the second employee is asked the following same question, and they say,
I think it's been created like that, and everything that's happening is how it's been designed and created.
Now, I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I know I've made videos in the past about the moor, and in my mind, it was created differently. But if we take what this employee says, then we can look at the moor in a whole different sort of light, if you will, and from another perspective. I mean, what if the moor was made to be a child or adult's meat market? It seems to open up the darker side of the moor and the possibilities of Little Nightmares and the universe it contains. So, as we continue on in the video, the next employee is asked the same question again, but note in this one there is actually someone off camera, which I don't know who it is, but they do interject as well. So they say,
probably been some decay over time, but
It looked more shiny maybe.
Yeah.
So these two employees are referring to the moor's condition in the past, and granted, they are most likely right. It would have been one shiny, fabulous machine of a beast at the beginning, and the floors wouldn't have had much blood on them at that point. But obviously down the line, as we know, it's got a little bit more creative. Then we get another employee's opinion on the matter, which was,
I would imagine it wasn't that different.
Not much can really be said about this comment, but then we do get Dave Mervick at the end of the video confirming what we need in the video, and he says,
Yep, it was something else before the place you know and love.
Thank you, Dave Mervick. I think if you look really closely at the twinkle in his eye, you can see he's holding all the Little Nightmares information in there, which he will not share with the group. Thanks very much. But what does Dave Mervick confirming this mean, and why is it so important? Well, if you followed the channel for a while now, you've known we spoke quite highly of Mr. Mervick before, as in the past we've had a brief exchange, and we've used somewhat of what he said in our theory videos a lot of the time. Also, he's a fellow Brit, so it's a plus from me. Now, Dave Mervick is the narrative designer for Little Nightmares, so what does that even mean? What is a narrative designer? Well, the short answer is that Mr. Mervick is in control of the story, and he was directing that story throughout development. Not to mention in my previous video where we do discuss the Little Nightmares TV show, that Mr. Mervick is also taking part in the show where he is in charge of the characters, or at least gets some kind of say. So what does this mean then? Well, we know that the moor was something else before, as Mr. Mervick put it. So with this being said, we can at least cross one of our speculations out, and we can now confirm this. I suppose the ultimate question then is, well, what is it then? Was it a safe place? Was it just a big boat? Was it a place to hold nasty children? Was it a fine dining restaurant to get away from home? Who knows? Well, Dave Mervick does. But a new question arises. Was the change of the moor influenced from outside, or did the change come from the inside? What I mean is that in the Little Nightmares universe, did something happen outside the moor for it to go this way? Or was it a bad apple inside the moor that changed how it functions? If we were to speculate further, we could bring the comics into it, and maybe this is where the messages from within the mirrors becomes reality. In other words, was someone outside of the moor able to influence people inside the moor as the times changed? Interesting to say the least, but I would love to know what you think, ladies and gentlemen. And with that being said, I want to thank you for watching today's video and hope it answers some of the questions that we've all had. And thank you to the Tarsier team for letting me use their Twitter footage to use to analyse and, theorycraft and all that stuff. As usual, let me know in the comments below what you think this could mean, or if it helps any theory of yours. Let me know in the comments below. And I would just like to say thank you to the YouTube membership supporters, which is currently at the moment the Flying Dutchman. And remember, if you want to support the channel, make sure to hit join and get some exclusive perks. But if that's not your thing, then just make sure to like, comment and subscribe. But with that being said, I thank you for your time, thank you for watching this video, and let me know if you do like this, because I do plan on trying to decode or debunk or dive into their Twitter videos a lot more than usual, because they've got actually quite a few of them. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me in this theory video today, and I will see you all in the next theory video.